Hello, everyone, and welcome to this session. We are going to look at the Office 365 connector, specifically the Office 365 users connector, and we will try to see how we can look up users in our tenant through a simple search, and we are also going to see how we can get users, like more users, for example, into a gallery here from our tenant. And then we are also going to look at how we can use some of the functionality to display a manager on one of these selected users. Anyways, let's jump right into it. In the first example, we are going to see how we can get users from our AD, and we can use the Office 365 users connected to do that. First, we're going to create a connection to the Office 365 users, and we will connect. When that is connected, we are going to create a simple button to trigger the function we would like to trigger in this example. If we look at the Office 365 documentation here about the Office 365 users connector, we can see here in actions that we have a function called, or an action called, retrieve user profiles that matches a search term. So we can basically use this connector's action to search in our tenant for users. On select here, we are going to collect our users into a variable called users. And as we saw in the documentation, we have the search users. So first we're going to use the Office 365 users, and we're going to use the search users v2. If we would like to retrieve a lot of users here, what we can do is that we can say that is search term required, and we can say false, and we are not required to pass in a search term to this function. If we look at this variable, we can see now we have collected OData next link and then a value that is a table. The important thing here is that if you have a lot of users, the response can be paginated. So that is just one thing to be aware of, that you might not be able to see all of the users when you call that. You need to build some logic around pagination. Instead, I'm just going to tap into the value here, and let's just rename. Now that we have selected this, we can look at the variable again. And now we have a table of the users in our tenant, and we can use this, of course, in a small gallery here, where we say the item is now the global users. So this was a very simple way of retrieving some of the users, so looking up any users from your tenant, Microsoft tenant. All right. Let's try to look at another action inside this Office 365 user. So it could be interesting for us to display the manager of one of the selected users in the table. So based on what we choose here, we would like to show the manager inside this label. We can again tap into the Office 365 users, then use the manager. And what we need to specify here is the selected then it's the ID of the selected person in this gallery. And let's set a variable to hold the value when we get the manager. Let's display the manager in this one, and now it's an error because we need to specify, of course, the display name. So here we can currently get the manager, it's the same manager for these two. If we choose this one, we get an error. And that is because this person doesn't have a manager. And that might also be like that in your tenant. So there are different ways we can handle this error that looks nicer and doesn't give us this red mark. So one option is we can use the if error function here, where we can try to do the actual action. Just use the action here. And then if it doesn't work, we can get a notification, like notify value could be couldn't find manager for, then let's say, and gallery 1 dot selected dot display name. And in this case, we set the, if it fails, we set the global manager variable to be empty. And then if we don't have any errors, we will basically set the global manager to be the selected user here. Use the action. So in this way, we'll try to handle the error in a nice way for the user. So you can see I couldn't find a manager for Jacob Smith, but if we choose Andy up here, we'll get Nick. So that was a way of getting a manager for a user in your AD. All right. So a third example we're going to look at here is a typical use case with the combo box. It's quite common that we need to search for users through our inside our AD. So we can again use our Office 365 search users v2, and then we can specify that search term required to true, and one important thing here to do is that it's the actual value we need to search for, and we also need to have the search field to be the display name. And then lastly, we also need to provide the search term. So what is that determine what we are searching for? So in our case, it's the combo box free that search text. Great. And then the last thing we also need to make sure is that this one is actually set to true. So we can actually search the combo box. So now you can see it searches through our 80, and if we choose this one, we have our 2. So this was a small demonstration of the Office 365 Users Connector and some of the actions you can do with them. Be aware of the get users. In case you have a lot of users in there, you might need to do some pagination logic in order to retrieve the users you would like. Usually I don't recommend like getting all users into the app. However, that might be a use case for you. All right, until next time, have a great day and see you.